Hello everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Hamilton, Ohio, and I'm here to bring you a fun little card that I'm calling Around the Bend Meets Petal Park. Is that what it's called? I forgot. Yes, Petal Park. Anyway, it's two stamp sets and dies that I'm using together on a card that looks really cute. I did get my idea off of Pinterest, and I forget who did it. And it was just a really cute card, and I like the concept of it with the dies, and so I thought I would show it to you guys. I changed up the colors, I changed a little bit of stuff for my own liking, and but I thought I would tell you where I did get it. You do know that we have our new mini catalog out. That is good till the 1st of May. It is also celebration time, so for every $50 you spend, you get some free product, or there's a couple of things you can get if you spend $100 that are just a little bit more product. So that goes until the end of February. If you do not have those catalogs, you would like them, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to send them to you. And I also would just want to say this is a great time to be joining Stampin' Up! They have a great deal. For $99, you can join Stampin' Up! And get to pick out $175 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, which is a lot. That's $50 more than what they usually offer. For $129, you can pick out the $175 merchandise, plus you could get the mini Stampin' Emboss machine, and you have your choice. You can get it in called Boho Blue, or you can get the white one, but that's $129 to join for that. But that is like $30 more than the one for $99, but that embossing machine sells for $63 here in the US, so that is a big savings for that. So it's a great time to join, whether you want to be a hobbyist or, a demonstrator to make a business out of this, or just you and some friends want to do it and one of you sell it, and however you want to do it, it's okay. And I would love to answer any questions for that or have you join my team. So, if you want to think about that and let me know, you have until the end of February for that. So I just wanted to let you know that. And what else? I think that's about all for right now. We just need to go ahead and make our card. And with that, I need to turn my camera. I need to put it up, turn it down on my table so you can see what I'm going to be doing. While I'm doing that, it'd be nice if you are not subscribed to my channel to hit that subscribe button, the little bell. And also you could give me a thumbs up if you like my video. I would much appreciate it. If you don't and something's wrong with it and you want to give me a thumbs down, that's okay too. But if you do that, I would really like for you to put it in the comments what the thumbs down is for, because of the fact that I would like to be able to correct whatever's wrong. Okay, here is my card that I'm doing. I am going to set up I just gotta hit refresh on my computer so that I have my have it up on my computer so I can see, make sure I have myself in focus. So there we go. I'm going to push my stand back just a little bit so that I have more room and don't have everything all the way down at the end of the table. So here's the cards that I'm doing. I've made 2 of them. This was my first. This was my second. And you can see there's just a little bit of difference in them, and that's okay. So, but I like to be a little bit different. But what I used was the Around the Bend dies, and I actually used this leaf die. I used these dies, these 4 right here, plus these 3. Used a lot of dies. That's for my leaves and some of my flowers. And on the stamp set, all I did was use, on one of them I used the thanks, and on the other one I used the hello there. So that's what I used out of around the Bend. Now the Petal Park, I used the 2 sets of flowers right here, and they come as 3, and we will be stamping those, and then using the punch, the Petal Park Builder Punch, to do our punching, okay? And here is my online store with my host code. If you don't have a demonstrator, you see something that you would like to order, if you could order using my host code, I would very much appreciate that. And so I wanted to let you see that. And I'm going to scoot it over to the side, and hope I don't scoot it out of the way like I usually do. Because of working, I get all caught up in my work and then forget what in the heck I'm doing. So, or I could put it over here maybe, and it'll be out of the way. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And scoot these over here, get this out of my way. So here's the stamp. And if you'll notice, there's 3 flowers on it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my block. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my block over and you can see it better, is you'll see one flower is up a little bit higher than the other. Let me get my little pointy tool. It works better. You can see this flower's down lower, and then this one is up higher, because that is the way the punch is made when we punch them out. See, the bigger flower is lower, and the middle flower is a little bit higher. So I put that on there as on my block as straight as I can, so when we go to punch it in a few minutes, that it's okay. And I'll show you how to do all that here shortly. So I want to go ahead and get that stamp on there, and I am going to go ahead and put, there goes my little thing rolling. I'm also going to do a thank you card again. So I'm going to go ahead and put my thank you on my block, and I'm going to have all that ready for when we get ready to stamp. I hope I have that on there straight, and I do not. That's par for the course for me. Sometimes I line it up at the bottom of my table, which is what I'm going to do on my dirty block. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what papers we are using. I also want to mention that over on my Facebook group, which is called Stamp Crazy VIP, I do put PDFs over there. Here's the PDF for this card. Gives you the picture, the supply list, and the directions how to do it, and then how to get a hold of me if you need me. So that is over on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP, which you are more than welcome to go join. And any of the videos that you see here on YouTube, there should be a, I'm going to say for 99% of them, there will be a PDF over in that group. So now we're going to go ahead and put these over here out of the way, because I'm going to show you what we have here to make our card. I got a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 thick basic white cardstock, scored at 4 1/4, folded, and then I burnish the fold to keep my card closed. I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 petal pink that's going to go on the front. I also have a piece of 5 by 3 3/4. I don't have any fancy cuts on this one. Of DSP, which is out of the Dandy Designs, which is in the Celebration catalog. You can get this pack of paper free with a $100 order. There's 48 sheets of the paper. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of each design. So that makes 6 different papers. No, 12 different papers. So here it is. I'm going to do a quick little go through. Love the colors. The colors are great in here. I showed this before in another video, but there might be somebody here that hasn't seen it. And it is in that Celebration catalog called Dandy Designs, the paper is. This is fresh freesia, and you don't see a lot of stuff down, you know, papers with that, which I really like. So maybe I'll use it more. Here's the one I'm using, which has polka dots on the other side, just little dots. But that is the different designs for the this paper. I love it. 12 different designs, 4 of each design. So that's a lot of different papers. And in your Celebration catalog, it is back here on page, let me get to it. Page 14, it's right here. 48 sheets, 4 each of 12 double-sided designs. Goes with the cardstocks: Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. So, it's really good paper. So, there we are with that. Okay. We also have a piece of, I've cut this 5 by 3 3/4, but you could actually cut it 3 3/4 by 4 because I'm going to have some left over. And I meant to cut it 3 3/4 by 4, but my brain was go automatic in my mat sizes, so that's what happened. So let me go ahead and adhere these two down on my card front, and that way they're going to be out of my way as soon as I find my glue. I stuck it back up where it goes, so therefore I couldn't find it. That's me. Put it where it goes and never see it again. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card. Then I'm going to go ahead and put on my DSP. Pick it up without getting glue on my fingers. That's a good thing. Okay, we're going to put this on. As I okay, let me turn that over. I'm just going to burnish it a little bit. Get all that glue down there. There we go. So what I'm going to do, we're going to set this right over here on top of these cards for a minute. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to cut this out real quick. So let's bring this in with my plates, and we'll go ahead and get out the die cut that I'm using. Now, I didn't measure on my papers how I was going to cut it and whatever, so we're going to take that, and this is how it's going to be: the 3 3/4 across, 5 down. I'm going to lay my die down at an angle. And I just put it where I think I might want it. You know, I don't do anything fancy with it. No measuring, because I figure we don't have to do that. But I'm going to get it to where I have both leaves on each end on the card. I'm going to put my extra plate down. So I'm using my platform with the number 2 and the 2 number 3 plates. So let's just roll that through. Take the machine out of our way. We don't need it anymore. And then we will set that down. Put the die back where it goes. And then we'll just pick up our paper. And just be careful you don't pull your leaves off of there. And there we go. That is our die cut. Isn't that pretty? You could do it in other colors, and then I have this part that I can save for later and use to cut out for sayings and different things like that. We'll take this out of the way. Okay, so what we're going to do now, get all my plates. My plates are so nasty, but I hate to give them up. Hate to give them up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to adhere it right onto the front. Well, before we do that, whoops, don't get ahead of myself. We are going to stamp our saying, and the reason why I want to stamp that is because that way I'll make sure I have room for it and I won't have to get my flowers in the way of it. So let's ink up our stamp. I'm using Highland Heather ink. And it says, just wanted to say thanks. So there we go with that. We can close that for just a second. I'm going to go ahead, turn that over, and I'm going to adhere it. Nothing fancy. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. I want that to, I'm not going to glue the leaves down because I want those to look a little bit more 3D. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to line it up with the edges of my DSP and put that down like so and turn it over and burnish it. And there we go. So we have that on there. Isn't that pretty? Just like that. And now what we're going to do, and for the sake of time, I have taken the flowers here, and in the Highland Heather, I've cut this one and this one, and it's all in here. These three are together, so then they come apart and they look like this, and there's two other ones. Whoops. There it is. So we have those in that. In my little leaf section, and you know what, I didn't cut, I hope I have enough leaves because I used a lot today, but I used just a different variety of these leaves, and if I have to, we'll cut one or two leaves, but we're going to see what we can do with what I have. And also I have these little white leaves, and it comes from this little die right here, and then the rest of the stuff that I have is stamped flowers. So that's what we are going to do real quick here. We're going to stamp some flowers. Okay. And I'm going to stamp them just because I want to show you how to use that. So we're going to take whoops, use this end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my flowers right on here. And I'm going to use, I think I will use the petal pink. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to ink up my stamps really good. Just make sure I get them all inked. And then I'm going to hold my block straight, even though it's going to look different on my stamps because one's a little higher than the other, so it doesn't look like it's even, but that's okay because our punch is made that way. So there's our flowers. And see how this one is higher than this one? You can really tell when you stamp them. And I don't think I'll need to do the Highland Heather ones, so we'll wait and see about that. I'm going to open up my punch. And if you've never seen Stampin' Up! Punches before, they have a latch right here. They lock. And then that way you can stand them on end and see them, or put them in and see the ends of them. And this opens right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just line my punch up with my stamped images. And I'm trying not to get my head in there. So here we go. We're going to punch. There we go. So we have our 3 flowers. Now there is a leaf on here, and there's a leaf on the stamp set that you can use and stamp a leaf and punch it out also. But I'm not using the leaf, so we'll leave that alone. And then here's my 3 flowers that I just punched. So it's really easy to use. I really like it. So let's put those in there. Now we are ready to start. So let's see how far I get with my leaves. I'm going to go ahead and pour them out because I think I'm going to be using them all. Since I do not have too many of these, see if we can make this work. Should have looked at that today after I made my other card. And now I'm only going to put some glue on a couple of the leaves, not on all of them. I'm going to put that one there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my purple flower, my Highland Heather, and this little, it has these little dots in them, and I'm going to make sure those are out of the way. And I'm going to add just enough glue on here to hold the flower down. I don't have to put a lot. And that's going to go right here in the center. Okay. Just press it on there and let it dry a minute. I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to use a dimensional, and I'm going to use a large one right in the center. And then I'm going to put this down here away from that leaf. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different flower, and I think I will take the petal pink, and I'm going to add it right here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put a dimensional, and I can slide leaves in under here if I need to. And I may have to add some more leaves or cut some more leaves. We'll see. But let's put this down like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these double leaves, like, looks like a rose leaf to me in a way, doubled. And I'm just going to add enough glue to maybe add right here between these flowers. And I want to make sure where I glued is down, so I'm just going to press with, I call this my pokey tool. I don't know what its real name is, but it's pokey to me. And then I think I will take this leaf. I'm going to try to just use the leaves I have. So I'm on a challenge right now. And that way I don't have to take time to die cut any. I'm going to put this one right here. And there again, I'm going to take this and just press where I put the glue. And so what I'm going to do up here is I think I'm going to take and put maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to do another big flower. Do I want to do a big flower? I think I'm going to do another big flower here, and I'm also going to put a dimensional on it. So I'm doing this totally different from what I've done before, but that is okay. I like to do that. It shows different ways. So we're going to put this right here, and I'll take another one of these double leaves. And I'm going to stick that right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little, let's get a hold of it, one of the little flowers like this. I'm going to poke out the little middle pieces. Again, my little pokey tool. It's a piercing tool. This one is not from Stampin' Up. This is one I've had for probably 10 years or so. And I've always just used it. I've got several of them, so I just take and use that one. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. I just want it where I'm not going to show through the holes, hopefully. And I'm going to add it right here. And there we go with that. And then I think I'm going to take and add this flower, and I'm just going to glue this. He's not going to be popped. He's going to go right there. I'm going to take this last leaf like this. I'm going to stick that in under those two right there. And then I am going to take this, I think I'm going to want this one. And I'm going to glue it down right here. I'll take one of these little leaves. Just barely put some glue on it, because once you get it attached, it's fine. I'm going to put one down here. And then I will put, so my leaves look different. My flowers are a little bit differently placed. And all of that is okay. And I'm going to just stick him right down in here. I'll take the last one. Last but not least. I don't think I'm going to use him, because I want to take and put another one of my little purple flowers. So let's pop all those out. You hear my little rolly tool, my pokey tool rolling around. And I'm going to glue him right in here. So just want to press down with that tool and get him down where he goes. And I think that's going to look good. Now, the last thing I'm going to do with that, well, first, before we do that, we're going to take some of these leaves. They're little white leaves. And what they're doing is just going to add dimension up here into this bare space of our white where our white card is. We don't have to add much. We're just going to add a few of them. Like that. So those are done. And I'm going to take this purple big flower. I'm going to put some glue on it. I'm going to open up my card, and I'm just going to glue that down here in the corner to bring in some color to the inside of my card. It's a thank you card. You could write a note in there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our iridescent pearls, basic gems, and my pick tool. Let me get all these. I made the leaves work. That was great. I'm going to take these little ones and I'm going to add right to these little flowers. Then I'm going to add some big ones to the big flowers. I think the pearls really add a lot to it. And I'm going to take and add some little ones to these two back here. So all the flowers have centers on them. And that's our finished card. So I made mine into a thank you card. You could use these for thank you, get well, sympathy, anything. They would go for anything. It's a nice springy looking card, even though it's winter time for us. But, so here's the 3 different cards that I made. So you can see them. And they all look a little bit different, depending on what you see on them. And that, so, and how I place stuff. So it's just a little bit different. I think it's funny that I don't measure these, and all 3 of these measure almost the same. I must eyeball to a certain area that I like. I don't know. But as you can see, we have the pearls on there. We have our white little leaves that kind of give that some more dimension. Our leaves are different here. They're out more. You know, they're just different all over. It just depends on how you want to do them. So, that is my card. And that's what I wanted to show you. I do want to mention that I have a class to go. I did a video on that. If you haven't seen it, you could watch it. It's called the Playing in the Rain class to go. I want to show you those cards real quick. So let me move these out of the way and tell you about my class to go. The last day to order it is this Friday, or Monday. So, these are the 4 cards that will be made in the class. I hope we can see them. I'm going to move that out of the way. Put these up. These are the 4 cards. And so let me open them. This is like a bookbinding card that opens up. This one's got a little fold back. It's a little fun fold card. Here is just the cutest little rabbit. And then we have the turtle with the little bridge. So, this is my card kit. In my card kit, you can order it to get the stamp set and all of that to be delivered to you is, where'd my paper go? Lost my paper, girls. My husband came down here this morning when I was down here, so I was like showing him stuff and doing stuff. I think it is $92, and that's with this, here it is, with the stamp set and all. Because what you'll get for supplies, you get all the cardstock cut to size, enough envelopes. You'll get a half a pack of the 12 by 12 rainy day specialty paper, any die cuts or punched items for your cards that don't require to be stamped on first. Like, it would be hard for me to cut these out and then you stamp on them, because they're really hard to do that with. And the set is a clean set, so you can't see through it. You'll get the embellishments, which is mainly the ribbon, is the embellishments that I had on here. And you'll get more than enough dimensionals. If you order it with the stamp set, it's $92. That includes your shipping. And the stamp set and the die cut, it's a bundle. And that by itself is $54.75. If you wanted the card kit only, which is just the supplies I told you about, plus the PDFs to make each card, it's $37 to be mailed. You can buy the PDFs only for all 4 cards, is $10. That you need to email me, and then I would email those back to you once I get them all finished. I am in the process of writing those up. So these are the cards for my class to go. Just wanted to send out that quick reminder. If you don't want the class to go and you love this stamp set, it is called Playing in the Rain. The bundle is Playing in the Rain bundle. That comes with a lot of dies with it. It's right here. If I stand up, I'll be able to reach it, probably. It's right here. This is the Playing in the Rain bundle. You get the 3 little animals, umbrella, petal, flowers, clouds, raindrops, 2 sayings. And here you get all the guys. You get the flowers, you get the clouds, you get a little, like, bridge, fence, stump, cutouts for the kites, grass, and a kite die, a petal die. So you get a lot with it, and that's $54.75 by itself. So I wanted to put that out there. You can comment in the comments. This is before January 16th that I need to know. Or you could just go online, order your stamp set, and that through my online store. And then just order the card kit if you want to do it that way. It is celebration, so if you order that stamp set, the bundle, either through me or on the website, you get a free celebration item with that. So, alrighty, that's what I wanted to tell you. I hope you enjoyed my card tonight, and I will talk to all of you later. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.